Yeah. All right. Welcome to the Legends of Lightning pitch presentation. Yeah, that's a good one. The moment we've all been waiting for. I see a lot of smileys. Some of them are more nervous than others, but that's totally fine. My name is Alexandre Busuttil. I'll be hosting and have the privilege today to introduce all of the teams. Before we dive into the presentation, I'd like to give a bit of background on Legends of Lightning. This is a hacking tournament, basically, that plays the role of a beacon to attract all the Lightning developers, hackers, Bitcoin enthusiasts to develop more apps. Okay, so we want to have more companies, more projects working on Lightning Network. So really, what Legends of Lightning do is exactly that, try to attract them as much as possible. So, can I go to the next slide, please? Yeah. So, as you can see, this is the volume number 2. The first one has been organized in 2022, and here, the second edition in 2023 adds a bit of novelty because we are integrating also, partnering with 5 different communities. So, TabConf, Indonesia Bitcoin Conference, Thunderbuilt, SatsConf recently in Brazil, and of course, last but not least, Adopting Bitcoin, right? Bitcoin country. That's the one. Thank you. All right, so things start getting serious now. We are going to have pitches from different teams, and you have the judge here around us, and they will be evaluating the project based on 7 criteria. The value proposition, innovation, so that's going to be about the idea, Lightning integration, transparency, so building public, open source, I mean, you pretty much know this, nothing's new, the execution, the UI UX design, and last, yeah, je ne sais quoi, this is something coming from Jones, the creator of Boldfun. All right. To evaluate these different projects, we have an amazing panel of judges here. Giacomo, Nathan, Paolo, Jeff, and Alekos, all right? So no pressure at all. This is just a project. What is at stake? So today we are talking about the Salvadorian chapter, the Salvadoran Satellite, if you prefer, so dealing with projects coming from El Salvador. But overall, the prize pool is pretty nice. I mean, you can get up to 2.5 Bitcoins. The winner, the final, which is going to be organized by the end of December, can get up to 1 BTC. Okay? The runner-up will get 0.5 BTC, and the third one, 0.5 BTC. Not bad, right? After that, we also have 4 awards for project makers. We have, very specific, they have a difference compared to all the other projects. So, education and community, 12.5 million BTC, SATs, I'm sorry. Design and usability, 12.5 million again. P2P award and BiFi, Bitcoin Finance. Now, a couple of things before we actually listen to the different teams here. We're going to have 7 teams, as we said. All the teams have 5 minutes. Okay, so 5 minutes here on stage to present your own project, followed by 2 minutes of Q&A. That should be enough to take us to the 5:40, so the time that is allocated to us. After 4 minutes, here the teams, after 4 minutes, you will see the timekeeper, Philly, showing you a mark with 1. Okay, it means that you only have 1 minute left. You need to wrap it up. Yeah? And, well, I guess that's pretty much it for the moment, right? We're good. So the first team is going to be 21 World. Okay, 21 World is an educational course via email. And I would like to welcome the first speaker.
Alrighty. Thank you very much, everyone. So, 21. First question, obviously, is who understands and speaks Spanish here? Please. Yeah, That's good percentage. I should say a good 51%. So I'm not going to give the speech in Spanish. That's what I was planning. But yeah, going to be in English. The slide's going to be in Spanish. And how many of you know about 21 or 21? Okay, a bit less than 51%. So 21 obviously was a fork of this idea that came from Der Gigi, and is a framework to build communities. So it's a framework of a network of networks. Error, sorry, 404. Obviously there is technical issues. But yeah, the main idea they're going to pitch here, apart a bit of history about how the project arrived to participate to Bolt Lightning, it's basically a... Yeah, Der Gigi 21. All right. Okay, so here is just an example of what's happening in Germany in less than probably 2 years or less. So the amount of communities they came up like mushrooms out of the soil is just amazing. And coming here more than 1.5 years ago and seeing that community building was not here, and also that the knowledge was not available for Spanish-speaking people, was just a bit delusional for me. So what I did, I forked the project, I built 21.world. And and obviously we do it in Salvadorian because it's needed, and not just for the Salvadorian, but to be the example for all the Latin-speaking countries to take inspiration from here and just do the forks, create communities, and so on, so on. But here we are here to present 21 días de Bitcoin. ¿Y qué es esto? Es un simple curso que se entrega por correo. Podéis apuntaros escaneando el código ahí. Oh, sorry, I switched ship now. So you can enjoy, if you want to learn a bit more Spanish and Bitcoin at the same time, you can scan the QR code, and every day for 21 days, you're gonna basically receive an email with insights about Bitcoin, history, and a bit of insights of what's happening this mostly 14 years of histories we are here to build. At the end of the course, obviously, we want to rewards because we can understand where the subscriber did the proof of work, reading, opening the emails at this stage. And yeah, we're going to send them, at the moment it's manual, so we're sending them 2.1K sats and basically giving them a rewards for completing the job. And what we are aiming to do now is automate the process of rewarding, probably switching from email, that's still like a bit obsolete technology, to Noster. So we're going to provide probably the course via private messages on Noster. And basically that's it. I don't have any insight about the contents of the course because I want you to sign up and discover it yourself. And obviously this is based and created on a value for value model. I'm not sure how many of you know about value for value or heard about that. Oh, no good sign. But yeah, check this out. There is the English version, obviously coming from Der Gigi again, is value for the number 4 value. And it's just a monetization model for people that want to create, they share knowledge. There is no aim apart providing goods for people and information to sign up. And anything that comes back out of it is going to be the reward that the creator got. It's really successful for podcasts on the pay for watch or pay for listening environment that's growing. And here is basically the social media that we currently have, all the channels, apart Twitter that we recently closed down to replace with Noster again. And yeah, if you want to know more about 21 or 21 itself, just go online. There is plenty of material, including a video. And it's basically that's it for me. If anyone has any question, I'm here, or you can catch me around here as well. Thank you very much.
Thanks for that. How are you guys different from the 2140 Spanish-focused kind of education meetup?
The 21, sorry?
2140, as in...
Oh, yeah, 2140, I understand, is more a meetup platform
Sure.
that try to gather all the meetups, actually get in touch with them, trying to get that information to be published on 21.org, so the information is more spread, but definitely they have their own network. They were working on basically creating the software to make a ECS file, so everyone can just download that and have an updated calendar of meetups. But obviously it's not easy to do, so it's probably going to take time. We are not different. We're just sharing and gathering information in different ways. They are focused on meetups. We are focused on information, books, videos, translating and creating contents. For example, if a podcaster here is looking for a platform to launch his podcast, we are here to help. We are already gathering and taking all the Spanish-speaking podcasts and putting a VL on the website. We were thinking to do one ourselves, but obviously it's not what we wanted to do. So we focus more on gathering and creating information to be spread out.
Okay, so complementary.
Complementary, yeah.
Okay.
Well, I'm a technical person, so I have a technical question, or I would rather say your project that you are bringing to the hackathon is basically the educational platform, educational website, and I don't know, like for example, technically, how do you integrate Lightning payments, Bitcoin payments within the platform, or that's aside and it's just an educational website where you go to and...
No, definitely, again, the educational side, I mean, the website is one thing. I am here to present the course, the 21 days of Bitcoin, 21 days of Bitcoin. That basically, by the way, is the translation of the Bitcoin Magazine 1, if anyone know it. I just took the contents, translated again, and published it without asking permission, obviously. Whatever it happened, doesn't matter. So to answer your question, for the website, obviously, there is Lightning. We are using LM Bits, probably, and a node. So we are alternating, depending on the product that the user uses, there is Lightning there. So payments, we have a Mercadillo as well, kind of an online shop. So the shop is connected to LM Bits and allow Lightning and on-chain. And the course itself, at the moment, is manual. So everyone that complete the course, I basically, okay, this guy completed, or this account completed, and I manually send the sats to him, or to the...
So in terms of development, like things that you developed, there's nothing around payments other than like integrating like
I just took what's open source. I use open source softwares and just plug things together.
Okay. So you didn't develop your own, I don't know,
ecosystem,
automatic payment, none of that? Okay.
Automatic payment for the course is going to come soon as well.
Okay.
Using APIs and other sources from GetAlbi and the email platform we use to send out the email.
Okay, thank you.
Cool, I think I'm done. Thank you very much, everyone.
Thank you. Great job. Thank you, 21. So the next team is Arboles. So Andre, where is he? Yeah, please come on stage here. Andre is going to talk about a platform to inscribe tokens, 3 tokens on the Bitcoin blockchain. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.
Welcome.
Well, hi, everyone. My name is Andre. Arboles is tree in English. So, yeah, the main goal is to create an app that tracks, tracks and maintain physical trees, and we inscribe these trees as a token on the Bitcoin blockchain using the Ordinals protocol. So the main idea is so every tree will have will be in a 3D model, but we're only gonna inscribe this code, like the unique trait type that will have each token will be the location, because it's something unique. And we will have another type of trait type, like the date and the value. Basically, I want to split the value of the token in this way. The 50% of each token will be used to help kids to teach them English. We're gonna join some other friends that have some projects similar to support us in this aspect. The 30% of the value of the token will be for the plantation and the maintenance of the trees, and 20% of the value of the token will be sent to a trust who will maintain or hold that Bitcoin until the tree reach adulthood. So maybe 10 years or more, something like that. In September in 2021, we planted 250 trees in Parque Walter Tilo Denninger. But only 101 trees survives because of the maintenance and economical issues. So they only have, right now, we only have 101 trees. The idea to make this project a reality is to make 101 inscriptions, to create 101 tokens, sell these tokens, and create a team of developers to maintain and kickstart this project. So yeah, this will help the kids of the place we plant the tree. So yeah, this is the project, Árboles.
Questions?
I mean, it's not a very open question. I guess that the answer is difficult to have in this Q&A. But somebody's going to buy this token, giving money to you to buy this token. Why not directly ask these people that are basically sending money to receive something to donate the Satoshis instead directly to the final receiver, and maybe track the bragging rights as some kind of badge of some kind? So why do you really need a token for this? Is not Satoshi payment a clearer way to do a donation? Because in usual Bitcoin experience, when you want to blur the lines between donation and investment, you can get very strange incentive misaligning. The second thing is, I mean, inscriptions. I'm not. I'm a little bit triggered, but it's fine.
Yeah. Well, the main idea is that every owner of the token can track the tree in real life with the maintenance that we're gonna do over the years. So they will see their tree, their digital tree, and how they grow over the years. So that's like the benefit of buying the token.
Yeah, I just think that maybe a public key connected to something. Do you really want a liquid transfer of this kind of connection between the donor and the tree, or you are assuming that somebody buying the token will just keep it? So in that case, maybe something like a public key would be better than a transferable token that may introduce speculative dynamics. But again, this is not a question, so just probably a spoiler on some of my votes.
Okay, thank you.
Anyone else? Yeah? No? Well, we're only taking questions from the jury. But thank you, Andres. Good job. So the next team needs a little bit more time because there is some hardware involved. So let's see how it goes. Well, all right. You guys ready? Yeah? All right. So join me in welcoming today the team BitChange. BitChange is a web app to help merchants give back the change in Bitcoin. Welcome.
So, good afternoon, everyone. My name is Alan, and Rodrigo today are going to talk about BitChange. I'm pretty sure that many people here know how annoying it is of waiting on a line in places where they don't accept Bitcoin because the cashier is taking too much time getting the coins to give you the exact value of your change. So, as a team, we came up with this idea that is BitChange, that is a tool that allows merchants and entrepreneurs to give their change in Bitcoin when they're accepting fiat. So the first part of our project is this informative web page, where as you can see here we have the features that this app has. Then we have the steps of how they can redeem their change in Bitcoin. Then we have a little bit of information about us, the team that participated in this project, and also about these are like the steps that they need to follow when they are redeeming their change. So this is some wallets that they can use to redeem them, and there is more information to process that starts to orange billing the customers that buy in that place. So this is some places where they can spend their sats and their Bitcoin that they receive it on their change. And the last part of our project is they also can use BTC Map to see where they can spend Bitcoin. And also the main objective of this project is to continue in the Bitcoin adoption process by not depending only the stores to accept Bitcoin. Also, when they pay in fiat, they receive Bitcoin, and the cash that they receive, they can use it to fund their wallet and keep giving them the sats of the change. Here is information about the team, and now my teammate Rodrigo is going to talk about the tool itself.
Hello everyone, and yes. Here's the web page. If you log out, you will see a simple web page because our objective is to reach out to more people we can. So it doesn't request like data of like personal data, no KYC. You can log in, and once you log in, you are going to see the dashboard, which contain your balance and the current price of Bitcoin at the moment. If you log in, yeah, and the conversion. And then there's a button to create a voucher. So you can put the amount of USDs because many people doesn't know the current price rate. If you put like, 40 is okay. And then you create the voucher. It is going to redirect you to a web page with a Lightning URL withdrawal and a button to print the voucher on our ticket printer. Then, here in the voucher, you can see the QR code with the informative site of us, so they can see how they can withdraw their sats, and a Lightning URL withdrawal in the part of below, and it's as easy as that. So that's it. It's really easy. You can see it then.
So we know that this is just the beginning of this project, so here we have some improvement ideas that we have for this project. First, a multi-language feature that allows some people from other parts of the world can start using it. Also, to create like a client source app or an app on the phone that we do not depend from third-party wallets. Also, make a more sophisticated factoration system that allow people to have all the data from the store that they collect from their sales. And finally, like the final stage of the project will be like making our own device that prints directly by just that has our software, and when you presses the keypad, it also prints automatically the receipt. So that's basically it.
One question: if I spend in a place to a merchant that is affiliated, I can withdraw my change from the LN URL immediately, I guess, right? So you are basically anticipating the liquidity. So how can you be sure that the merchant will give you the fiat money later? How do you do like a collection of the fiat part? Because you are basically anticipating liquidity for your merchants, right?
Yeah, we have a list of changes, and you can also see the changes who are still available and those who are taken. And you can see the details of the changes. And the amount of dollars is one stored in the database, so it's the accurate amount of dollars because it's not calculated.
And something that I forgot to mention is that both websites are public, so if you access to the bitchange.site, you can access the informative page, and if you go to bitchange.store, you can access to the tool.
A couple of questions. Number one, is it open source?
Yes, it is. Can you show the
Okay, yep.
repo? That's the repo for our
And was this
app.
developed during the conference or prior to the conference?
What?
Is this an idea you've developed here at the conference or you've been working on for a while?
Yeah, we were doing it since the Monday.
Oh, nice. Okay.
And that's the repo for the site, the informative site.
Okay. And do you have a business model?
Excuse me?
Do you have a business model? Are you seeking to make profits from this, or just in terms of trying to orange pill people who may not be?
I didn't get you, excuse me.
Do you have a business model? Are you trying to make money by
No.
doing this? No. Okay.
Well, it's custodial. We are using LN bits. So the recommendation is to, after, make it non-custodial as soon as possible.
Okay.
How does the merchant get the Bitcoin he's paying out?
Yeah, they can fund the wallet. At the moment, you create your store here. A Lightning URL pay is created, so you can just send the money for change, the liquidity. Yeah.
So for my previous question, I have it inverted, obviously. So it's the merchant which is putting the money up front, which is fine. But doesn't that create a little bit of paradox, because if the merchant was already willing to buy Bitcoin and put it inside, probably will be ready to accept Bitcoin already, or?
Yeah, that's a good question, because in a more formal app, it would be better to just create an invoicing system, so we can give the liquidity to the enterprise, and at the end of the month, give them the invoice. It would be a good improvement.
I see this as being used by merchants that already accept Bitcoin, actually. And for people coming into the merchant shop or whatever that want to pay in fiat, I see this as a potential on-ramp in the first touch point for people who are not Bitcoiners to say, would you like your change in Bitcoin? And that opens a conversation, I think. So.
Yeah, that's one of the reasons why we did our informative website, because we wanted to reach the most people. Thank you.
Great job, BitChange. We had a lot of interest and a lot of questions, so yeah, congrats. The next team is called BitJobs. Everyone is looking for a job in the Bitcoin industry, right? Well, the very same thing happened here in El Salvador. So BitJobs is a platform to help Salvadorians to get a job in the Bitcoin industry. All right? Welcome, BitJobs.
Well, hello everyone, here is BitJobs, and well, we are empowering Salvadorians to participate in the Bitcoin space. So we're gonna see what is the problem that solves BitJobs. It is basically that many Salvadorians here, as you can see, they are learning about Bitcoin and Lightning implementation. So many of them might not get a job as easy that it could be, because there are. It is difficult sometimes to get an opportunity in the laboral space. So why is BitJobs necessary? And well, why Bitcoins? Why we should choose BitJobs? And well, first the employability that has. It is a advantage that has BitJobs, and also the talent search. You can look the jobs and see if there is any that the employee can be interested, and the company also what do the company is that they can publish their own job offer, and also the globalization. Salvadorians can apply from all over the world, from companies from all over the world, and direct information. They can look it up by just looking at the app. And why choose Bitcoin? Because we have internal Bitcoin payments, and you can send, you can publish your job offer, their company, and can pay to publish the offer. And also there is a bunch of information about highly talented staff, and there is an extensive database. And the technologies that we are using are LMBits, Spring Boot, Google Cloud, MySQL, React Native, Expo, and GitHub open source. So,
the architecture flow is the following. In the first place, we have a customer device, which is the client is with React Native. Then there are two services. The first one, the API LMBits that allow us to do Bitcoin transactions, and then our own API or REST API that storages all the data from the customers and from the companies.
So now we're gonna see the demo, and well, here we have the company view. So here it shows the wallet that has the app creates their own wallet, and they can they can create a job offer. They can describe that job offer, and then we can create it. And when you want to post that job, you can do it by creating an invoice. Right now we made a SAT only one SAT because it is just a test. And as you can see, when we create an invoice and then we click payment, the payment is being sent, and we can see that in LMBits, here, and here's the Cubo Plus. Well, wait. Yeah, this is the Cubo Plus wallet, and as you can see, there is a. There has a company job post, and the LMBits, the wallet that we have, and as you can see, we received a company job posting. So, and also the view from the employee, he can apply to a job and then send all his data to apply. And yeah, there are all the requirements, and also you can see by part-time, by selecting part-time, and you can see any job that was published before from all the companies, and well, that will be it. you can see the BitJobs GitHub repository and the REST API, and also we did a REST API documentation as well.
Sorry, could you run through the part that you skipped again, where you like have the invoice and pay it, and could you go over why you have an invoice at that stage?
We're gonna create one because.
So if I understood correctly, when you create a job post, you prepay. Like I'm saying, I'm gonna pay whoever does this job like $1,000. I'm prepaying this $1,000, right? And they are allocated there. Is this why you have the invoice, or?
Yeah, the invoice is if you decide to pay, or if it is $1,000, then the invoice is going to be created with $1,000 invoice.
No, yeah, but I mean, I think what he was trying to say is this is not like a payment directly to whoever does the job. You are prepaying when you create the job posting, right? So, because at this point, you're just creating the job posting, so nobody has taken it yet. So who are you paying when you send this money?
You're paying us, and also that is one part that I haven't mentioned, but is when you are paying to us, there is a certain amount of sats that is going to be to Bitcoin schools here in El Salvador to create or to make more people who are interested in Bitcoin and Lightning technologies to learn about them, and also, well, in the future, apply in some job that is created in the future.
I think it's there.
No.
It's
yeah.
His business,
so
their business model.
Okay. So it's like a fee to post the job.
It's like it's like LinkedIn.
Okay,
that,
sorry.
Yeah, it's the same, but you can pay in Lightning and directly with the application. You can see the jobs and your balance as well. All the job postings that you have created in the past, and that will be it.
So that's right. The invoice is just for the companies that are doing the post. But for example, an employee can apply for free.
Bootstrapping something like this will require a lot of jobs ready, because if I log in and there are no jobs, I will not log in again. So you have a bootstrapping problem. Have you thought about maybe integrating somehow with existing Bitcoin-based gigs website application that already exist, like Bitcoin Jobs and other? So there are some other similar things. Maybe at the beginning, for the bootstrapping phase, it will be better to try to recover pre-existing offers. Just an idea.
Okay. Yeah, well, at the beginning, what we did is to bring an API where is a database of jobs that are about Bitcoin and Lightning. So yeah, in the future could be that maybe something that we could take into account, and yeah, definitely.
Great job, thank you, BitJobs. So the next team is going to be a team coming from Torogos. Torogos Pay, they are going to present an app to split payments on Lightning Network. Please, welcome Torogos.
Hello. Thank you guys for having us with you today. We are Torogos developers, and we have here the ultimate solution for business, small business and medium business to start adopting Bitcoin on their business. Basically, what we're doing, what we did is a payment gateway for companies to distribute or for it to split the payments on all the value chain, actually, distribution chain. So the use case is as follows. Imagine you're in Germany and you look at a bag of coffee, because that is the area where we're focused on. You see a bag of coffee like Cherito coffee. Have you seen that here in this event? And you pay it with Lightning Network. And what it does is that it splits the payment as soon as the payment is confirmed in the network, in the nodes. Then each and every of the stakeholders in the value chain for that business will receive their shares. This means that if you're a work field, at the coffee field, you will receive a notification on your wallet, maybe Blink, maybe any other Bitfinex wallet, or any other wallet, that you receive a payment. And what we did is that we identified that the main problem is kind of injustice, because the field worker does not see the value on the product that they sell. And basically what we're trying to do is like dealing with this issue in a social way, but also make it economically viable, finance viable for business, small and medium business. So the industry is coffee, but it can go to basically any other business that has a value chain or that has a distribution chain. Torogos Pay is the name of the project, and basically it's open source. So what we are expecting is that for users go to GitHub and use these as a template for their own businesses. We have done some kind of infrastructure. For example, we have the nodes, the Bitcoin node, the Lightning Network nodes with Core Lightning, and also LND. And also we have APIs, and we have some e-commerce and other microservices that communicates with each other. And so the database can deal with this split payments distribution. And as soon as the customer pays for that coffee bag, then everyone will receive their payments. So let me ask my peer here to talk more about the software.
Yeah, I don't know if we have the other slides. Yeah, the second. Okay. Well, this is a solution that we have with some different component, software component. We are working on microservice. Basically, sorry. Next one. Yeah. We have different components. We have Lightning nodes. We have some APIs. This is the technology that we use, Docker for create image and virtualizations, React Native. We create a app that is a store. I will show you some screenshots. We have a ROS API, Node.js. All these things are working right now. This is a screenshot of the Torogos dev store that we have. This is the example with Cherito Cafe. I don't know if you taste some coffees right now. Here we can choose. It's a common store. We can take some products and go to the payment. Yeah, I don't know. It's pretty poor the the picture here. But basically, this is the other side. It's a web app. We have the stores register. We have here some dashboard when we have all the sales and the distribution. We can do the distribution. We are creating an integration with Shopify, with Lightning Network, and we can use those APIs for Shopify and show this tool to the owner of the store and make the distribution to the providers. Yeah, basically that. That's it.
Thank you.
Question?
Your questions are welcome.
So I saw that you are using microservices as part of your backend, and you have an orchestration tool for microservices. Which one you're using?
Which one?
Which orchestration / microservices system you are using?
We are using a different microservice, mostly for the APIs that we are using on the Lightning and others. We are using REST for communicate all these APIs. Yep.
And so then which database infrastructure you're using?
Sorry?
Which database infrastructure?
Which database? Right now, we are using Postgres database, but we have others for non-relational. We are using both Kafka. No?
Okay.
So I have two questions, actually. I will start with one which is more about the idea in general, just to kind of understand what you have in mind. So you're saying, basically, when I buy the bag of coffee, I'm directly paying all the people involved in the chain of production. So I'm paying the farmer that harvested the coffee, and then I guess the plant that roasted the beans and stuff like that. And you were mentioning that this is so that they have an immediate economic return. But in my mind, I guess this actually, I don't really understand, because in my mind this delays the payment, because right now I'm the farmer, I produce the coffee, and then I sell this coffee to the roaster, and then this guy is going to roast the beans, and then he's going to sell to the packager. So you get money when you ship the product. And instead here you would ship the product to the next step first, and then you only get paid when the final, am I understanding it correctly?
Yeah.
Or?
In El Salvador, we have some trouble with the providers to the producer. They work with credit, something kind of credit, and they don't pay instantly the product sometime. They put period of credit, 2 months, 3 months for pay, and the producer have this problem because they are waiting for the payment.
So it already works like this, that you give your product to the next step, but you only get paid afterwards, right? So it's already like this now, and what you're trying to do is trying to facilitate like the chain of payments, basically.
Yeah, basically that. We are trying to facilitate the flow of the money for the producer instantly. Yeah.
Okay. And this.
I don't know if you want to add.
Yeah, I think we're done, but we split the payments actually. They pay with the invoice, and we pay to the address, Lightning Network address.
Yeah, that was the second question was more of a technical question. Do you have any ideas for making it non-custodian, so you don't have to take the money first and then? Do you have any technical?
Right, it can be done.
Like,
right.
Oh.
Yes, because of the microservices. Yes, it can be done.
Okay,
right.
Can you very briefly explain how you would do that technically, or is it too late?
If the business has its own nodes or wants to deal with the outsourcer for the Lightning Network and the Bitcoin network, they can do that. So what they can download the template and install it and configure it with their own nodes if they want.
Okay, but what I'm trying to say is, I'm the final consumer. I'm gonna buy like a bag of coffee. I wanna send only one payment.
Right.
Okay, and can you find a non-custodian way of splitting it? Or do you always have to have some entity that takes the money first and then redistributes them?
That is a database for. In the database, we use the Postgre database where all the distribution are listed, and based on the user, they are going to only pay the invoice, and the database will distribute.
Yeah,
So I think he's saying that they are not being the custodian necessarily, but the final
is.
shop is. So the final merchant will be the custodian anyway, but not them as a company. While they are not thinking about a fully atomic across the whole thing like Prism.
Thank you.
Great job. The next team, you have developers who are quite prolific, actually. Where is he? Marco. Yeah, please, Marco, come again. Marco has another project. It's called Ahorro. It's an app for P2P lending, P2P loans. Yeah, please welcome Ahorro and Marco. Thank you.
Me again, yes. So there is a problem in this financial world, right? And but yeah, I'm gonna talk about that. This the name that came up: Ahorro, saving, ahora, now, oro, gold, and basically go into Ahorro. That we aim to create a financial platform, peer-to-peer, no intermediaries, ideally, yeah, straight again peer-to-peer, and cover a still massive problem around the world. So I want to say user problem more than societal problem. This is the current situation. Probably the data is coming from 2021, but for us it's actually a great opportunities. And what we can say about the current system and how the loans are structured for, let's say, accredited people, because obviously you need to have a credit check and all this. So the validation side, so you get a big amount that you're gonna repay for a long pay until you're gonna repaying for a long time. So this creates a deadline, single one, an outcome out of a judgment that obviously creates some kind of psychological pressure, blah, blah, blah. So in the new world, and what we are trying to do is actually reduce the risk, because we want to help people that has no bank account, no credit score, not even a phone maybe sometime, who knows. And we want to decrease the, the risk of them paying this debt by decreasing the time and decreasing the value they can get. So more loans or micro loans they're gonna get, and more trust they're gonna build around them for the next one, and help them in this journey to grow and make their dreams succeed. So that's pretty much the values that we're thinking about. Now that's obviously from a lender perspective, we reduce the risk. Obviously the value the lenders get is more about the good that the borrower is gonna get. So there is ideally no fees. We don't want to be in the middle again. We just provide the platform, open source. And the dream is more about enabling people to create good, even if I am not in the same country where these people need my help to grow. And the other side, we try obviously to brainstorm a few ideas, and one of them was the FinHealth score, unfortunately, just for people that maybe need it or not. But again, this is just an idea, it's a concept, proof of work. Somehow there is a website that is kind of working. It was working until 3 months ago on the payment network as well, but some update fucked up. Anyway. There is obviously competitive interest rate of zero fee rate. Again, the borrower is incentivized to create good and to satisfy their dreams in exchange to obviously provide this for the community around them. This is pretty much the numbers and why we are thinking about this now. Well, I'm gonna skip this. It's, I mean, the blockchain environment is growing. Bitcoin obviously seen as a part of this blockchain space, and apparently we have a 350% in the past few years. So there is numbers there, they are growing. So why don't use this technology, obviously, to enable people to make good in the world? And these more numbers, again, probably everyone know, probably they're even wrong because the data is outdated. It's just an example, again, of what's the current situation and the opportunity we have to make change with a traditional, with a non-traditional mindset. And that's why that's the real problem here. That's what I want to highlight, is this fiat mindset that even if we are using Bitcoin, we're still applying this fiat mindset to investment, to capitalize, to create more. And basically, we enter in this loop that probably has no end until we decide to change what we actually understand as a value. So most of us understand value as a money, understand value as a capital. But in reality, value is just energy that need to flow. So the incentive and the idea we have is just, let's have this energy flow and enable everyone to access this energy that we here call Bitcoin. This for platform we use as a reference. RoboSat was one of them, obviously, and and this is the opportunity I was talking about. The value for value proposition came up again. So if you are hearing now for the second time, study a little bit more and understand what value for value is. And again, the idea is to change the meaning of value for something that is not related to something tangible now, but something that's going to be tangible in the future. These, again, few product highlights, ideally going to be available in any device. This is kind of the technology set that we have. We are using, obviously, open source software, Aoro, Core Lightning for the user-facing platform, and we are brainstorming again which solution we're going to use for the backend and how this kind of exchange of energy gonna go from one side to the other. And organizational model, don't call it business model because we want to be an organization, not a business. We are defining it. So let's see, we are open to inputs, insight, ideas, and we want to know what you think about this because obviously it's a big change, not just from an offer perspective, but just from a concept perspective. Here is our contact details. Again, we are just on Nostr and accessible via email. We can tip up some LN tips, and we are available actually on Telegram as well. And that's us. Thank you very much.
Yeah, so there are of course lenders and borrowers. I understand that you are not in the middle, so is no intermediaries. So the borrower, when you quickly show the slide saying that on the borrower side you don't have any credit score and so on, right? But how the lender is protected?
From a lender perspective, the amounts that could be a massive help for someone in the third world, as we call it today, could be really, can be really low for us, for people like us here. So it can be $5, $10, $50.
So it's a donation.
Sorry?
So it's more a donation rather than
it's not
lending.
A donation, but ideally, if the borrower is in good behavior, you're gonna get one loan, you're gonna get it back. That's how the borrower get the score higher for the next loan to go. So as a project, we help the borrower obviously to learn about the economy and how to manage money. We help them to understand Bitcoin. We help them to know what money is, what energy is, and how to save it and use it in the long term. That's the main idea. For the lender perspective, again, you can risk a little bit and do a massive difference in the other side.
So there is a score.
Yes, and it's not, it's an idea. There is a no score now. We were thinking about this process, so use mobile,
Mobile money.
Mobile providers data for people like in Africa that has, okay, this user is recharging the phone once a month regularly, so they have an income, they probably gonna repay this loan. So just use this data maybe, again, just ideas. It's probably 6 months old, 2 months probably, ideally we work on this, and that's the results we get.
So the issue is the way, so the issue that I find is that, of course, it's a good idea if everyone is honest, but you can have a spam attack towards lenders that are in good faith, that then after a while, of course, they want to do good, but after a while, if you know, someone keeps creating accounts and getting money and never paying back, then it ruins the game or the opportunity for everyone else.
Yeah.
And so if you don't have a way to control that almost DDoS attack towards the system, then you know, the entire experience is broken for everyone.
No, I get the problem. Definitely is a problem, and how we're gonna solve that, I don't know yet, because again, there is so much to do on this that probably spam and this kind of bad behaviors are still on the background for us. But I believe they're gonna come up, and how we're gonna fight it, we are open again for suggestion and help on this.
Building on Paolo's question, I think that the kind of technologies that you are listing, like Fedimin on-chain, multisig, Lightning itself, or a cashew, are all technologies that actually incentivize and help the use of something by anonymous or pseudonymous intermediary that you don't know. So they are basically zero-knowledge things that everybody can use. And that actually is a kind of technology that is great because it reduces increase the privacy. But on the other side, that really incentivizes somebody to Sybil attack the network. So maybe the actual people involved are good faith, mostly good faith, but one guy with a computer can create a million of receiving addresses, especially because we're using open technology. So Sybil, like you are not Sybil attacking this hackathon because you are participating twice, increasing your chance to win, but you are putting twice the energy, twice the effort. So that's a cost. While for me, it would be no cost to create 1 million on fake receivers, especially if you use permissionless technology. So unfortunately, I guess that the answer would be to move toward more permissionless technology.
Well, in reality, sorry if I interrupt. It's I mean, I don't show up the demo. The website is live. You can check it out. Ideally, the user, the borrower, need to create an account, need to create the project, need to something like Kickstarter, let's say. So you need to put yourself, put your face there. Obviously, the spammers can create fake accounts, but you know, if the description doesn't sound good, you're gonna figure it out, I believe. You know, if there is no good intention at the beginning, you're probably gonna get it. In the other side, we are a filter. So if we detect something like this, obviously, in the bin.
And the other question is more about narrative and marketing. Oh, sorry. Okay, then there's no time for that.
Thank you very much, everyone. We can talk later if you want.
Congratulations, great job. All right, we have one more team, the last one, not Sim. There's a rebranding here because you were called BitBlitz, I believe. So yeah, BitBlitz, or not Sim now, is a Lightning node simulator to help developers learn and build on Lightning Network.
Hi everyone. So our program. Let me see. Okay. So the main problem is as a developers, when we started running our own Lightning node, there is very difficult to find some documentation or to run it because in every time it appears some issue. So that is our main problem, and we want to solve it. But how? So our solution is very easy. We create our website, so we can emulate the terminal. So that is very easy because everyone can use it, and it's very easy to use. We don't need a powerful computer, and we don't need Linux. We don't need any computer. We just need internet connection, and that's all of it. So our proposal is to make very easy to use for all the developers, because as a developer, when I started with Lightning and Bitcoin, it was very difficult to to know how to use a Lightning node by myself. So, next one. So our demo is this. This is our terminal. So we can run in Rectest, testnet, signet, and mainnet. This is a core Lightning simulation. Mainnet. So here, I think you can't see nothing, but but here is a view with the instructions. Here is a command. This is the terminal. So please, you can put the help command. So if we put the help command, you can show all the commands that you can use in our terminal. And now, I think you can see. But yeah, you got it. We can clean the screen like in a true terminal, and we can start running our Bitcoin node. So here, we start with downloading our Bitcoin core. And then you can see how it's downloading, and when it's done, it shows a final message. And then appears the next message, like is to extract the file. And then it's done. And then the next step is to open the folder, the Bitcoin folder. And then is open the folder. And now we're on the signet node. What is signet? Okay. And then, as you can see, we start running all the node is starting to connect with the peers, and then is extracting all the information. So as you can see, there is some blocks, and first connect to the blocks, and then verify the blocks, and then download the blocks. And if you want to, we need some time. So I think you can read nothing, but here are all the blockchain info. There is the block height, the block hash, and the timestamp. So for the beginner, for the devs, they don't need to. How I can say that? They only need to run the commands, and it's very easy to understand because we help to the people to with the commands. Continue. If si quieres seguir, seguir. And then at the end of the program, when you finish the program, it show you like congratulations. And we implement the Lightning payment using LN URL. So we don't want to get money from this. We only want to support the website with some donations. So if I want to pay my QR code, I can. I guess it's not working. Maybe here. Yeah, just wrap it up if you can. Yes. And now I put an amount like 10 sats. And then is the payment. So this is our proposal. I guess it's is one of the best solutions that we have because it's very difficult to run our first Lightning node.
Questions? Anyone? Everything is clear? No questions, perfect. Well, thanks again, Notsim. Congratulations for the work. Oh, you have a question, yeah.
Could you just like click on the GitHub page you had open in the background?
One? The GitHub, yeah. Yeah, the implementations. We use the React.js, and we use the LN bits for the payments. So we create our wallet in LN bits with the LN URL. And our project is open source, so the main idea is to add the other nodes, because this is only core Lightning. So we want to implement LND, Eclair, and we want to add how to manage the Bitcoin core completely, because it's not easy to manage.
All right, congratulations. Yeah, thank you, congrats. Good job. Now comes the final moment, right? The one you've been waiting for again, the prizes. First of all, judges, have you finished the grading, the score? Yes? So okay, we wait a few more minutes. Interesting. I see a little bit of tension here in the back of the room, no? Are you ready? Jeff? Yeah, we're good? Well, I think the time has come now. All right. That's very challenging, but ex aequo, number 2 and number 3, that's going to be, you have exactly the same score. So, that's going to be Torogos, Pay, and 21. So you have the position 2 and 3. Congratulations. Come on stage. Come on stage. Yeah, you need to take a picture at least, no? Yeah, come on. All together. We can take a picture together. And the team number 1 is BitChange. Congratulations to the winner. Excellent job. Please, come on in. Yeah. So you need to sharpen your hardware wallets now, your wallets. You'll receive some money as well here. And you have a ticket for the semifinal. Congratulations. Are we missing someone? Where is Carlos? 21, where is he? He left. Well, but yeah, bad for him, but yeah.
Rage quit.
Again, a big round of applause. I think that's just amazing what they've achieved, so they should be proud. Thank you, everyone. And sorry, we have not been very respectful of your time for the next team. So if you want now to play the tournament, there's a tournament. Woo! Yeah, here we go. And you have also some very heavyweight players in the room, so yeah.